Namo Narayan, dear friends. Welcome to our channel. And before starting the video, I want to thank you for all the love you gave to our videos as far as I know. And also, do share your own experience in the comments below about the knowledge we discuss in these videos because it will help us motivate to provide you such more topics which are actually written in our ancient scriptures and still hidden in some on the other places, but no one even tries to explore that. So, do share your experience in the comments below, and you can also share your suggestions on what kind of topic you want or of any such astrological topic or any concept which you're not very much confident about. Then you can put a comment below and we will obviously create a detailed video on that. So let's move ahead to today's video. Today we are going to talk about that part of life which is very difficult to achieve in this Kali Yuga. But if you have it, if it awakens within you, then it will give you such divine energy and such divine vision that even the effects of Kali Yuga will not be able to influence you. Yes, I am talking about the 7 chakras. Today, we will try to understand these 7 chakras through the placement of Sun in your horoscope. See, let's try to understand these 7 chakras a little bit more. There is a light inside all of us. Clear with that thing? But it does not always flow equal in everyone. For some, the light gets stuck in the feet, and for some in the mind, for some in the thoughts, and for some in the voice. So that may vary. And that is why some people live with fear, some with anger, some with loneliness, and some always feel lost. All this depends on the chakra where your light is stuck. And the direction of this light is shown by the sun in your birth chart. The sun, I could say, it is not only about the significator of the soul, which is, I think, everywhere highlighted. From the other perspective, we can see that it shows where the light of your soul starts flowing and where it is getting blocked. If you know about 7 chakras, then well and good, but I think let's take a light on 7 chakras more. Because in this video, unless and until you will not be able to understand the actual meaning of each chakra, you will not understand that how sun is connected to which chakra, in which house it is placed. So, the scriptures talk about the 7 chakras as the real paths through which life's true energies flows. Now, we could also say that if you have these all 7 chakras activated in your soul, then let me tell you, no one can stop you to connect, divinely connect with the Supreme God. And that is the most prestigious thing which has been seen here. But it is not easy to activate each and every chakra. And if you even activated that from being so much hardworking and very possessive about that, then let me tell you, you also have to protect that aura. And to protect it, there are also some vidhis and sadhanas which you have to perform. Because some on the other way, maybe some negative person can be attracted by that aura in which your 7 chakras are activated, and maybe he or she will try to snatch that. So that's why even if you activate all of these chakras, you have to protect them. But it's also not easy to activate them. And before moving ahead with this, with our topic in which we'll discuss how the sun is connected with each and every chakra according to the house-wise placement, first of all, understand each of the chakra. So, This energy flows with the starting of Mooladhara Chakra. This is a chakra where fear and stability are hidden. All the chakras have a very spiritual and deep meaning, so you have to understand them clearly. Mooladhara Chakra is where fear and stability is hidden. Coming to the next chakra, which is Swadhisthana Chakra. This is the chakra where emotions and desires rest. As you can see on the screen, all the chakras and the flow in which they activate or in which they work has been shown. So, moving ahead to the next chakra, which is Manipura Chakra. It is where the self-confidence and the fire action burns. Then, Anahata Chakra, where love, care and security breathe. Then, Vishuddha Chakra, where your voice and the power of truth exist. And then, Ajna Chakra, where direction, decisions, your intuitions are hidden. And the last one chakra, which is Sahasra Chakra, where the soul is ready to connect with the divine. So, this is the last chakra where if you activate that, then let me tell you, you will spiritually and divinely connect to the Supreme God. So, now, when the sun sits in any of the houses in your horoscope, it not only shows the future, there are also some other perspective, and one of the perspective which we are seeing today is showing which chakra is blocking your light in this life. And until that chakra awakens, no matter what you achieve, or you will not feel that peace. So this knowledge, with this guidance, and with the name of God, let us begin today's video. So, as I told you before, that today we will be discussing on the basis of sun placed in all the 12 houses. You have to look for your horoscope and see where your sun is placed, in which house it is placed, and accordingly, line wise, in order, we will continue this video. So, first of all, let's discuss about first house. When the sun is in the first house of your horoscope. So here the biggest struggle begins with yourself. You keep wondering all your life that why don't people understand me, or why don't they accept me the way I am. Inside there is restlessness about identity. Like you ask such questions that who am I, and do I really have any worth? These questions never leave you. This mostly happens because in childhood, either you did not get proper support from your father, or the family environment was such that you could not become strong from within. And later in life, you keep searching for acceptance from the outside world and from people. But the truth is, until you accept yourself, no one else will truly accept you. Now, here is the real secret, which is our main topic for this today's video. This placement is connected with the Mooladhara Chakra. As I told you before, this chakra is the root of our life. Take it as a root of our life, our base, our foundation. And when the sun gets blocked here, it feels as if your inner light is not touching the ground itself. In any work, the mind does not settle. In relationships, insecurity remains. It feels as if your feet are not firmly on the earth. So, for this placement, the scripture says the root foundation itself is the place of Brahma. Unless this Mooladhara chakra is balanced, there will be neither peace nor stability in the life. If Saturn or Mars has an aspect on the Sun here from any of these houses, then these planets help you connect with the ground, maybe through discipline, through patience, and rules. If you don't know about it, that Saturn has 3rd, 7th, and 10th aspect, whereas Mars has 4th, 7th, and 8th aspect. So you have to check and count that whether these two planets are aspecting on Sun. Now, let's talk about second house. When the Sun is placed in the second house of the horoscope, one question keeps coming again and again in this life, that you work so hard, but why don't you get the right results? You want to say a lot, you want to do a lot, but either you cannot express it properly, or when you do, people misunderstand you. Even within the family, it often feels as if your place is not as secure as your feelings, as if no one understands you the way you want. And when it comes to the money, wealth, then surely comes to you. But the peace of mind from it never stays in your heart. Money does not remain stable in this condition, and even if it stays, then it does not bring that true happiness. And now, let's talk about the most important point here, that this placement is connected with the Swadhisthana chakra. In the scriptures, this chakra is considered the center of emotions and water. When your inner light gets blocked here, you keep trying to prove yourself again and again, through family, through money, through your speech, and you become very sensitive and easily get hurt by small things. Every word touches your heart, and every rejection feels very heavy to you. The scriptures also say that when the Sun is stuck here, you may even feel disconnected from the blessings of your ancestors, as if there's some invisible distance between you and them. It can be any kind of distance. So, let's move ahead to third house. Sun is placed in the third house. Your biggest concern is, how will people remember me? Deep inside, you always wish to do something that people will never forget. But whenever you dream big or try to take a bold step, either comparison and competition with siblings begin, or suddenly some obstacle appears that leaves your plan incomplete. You are very passionate, that's crystal clear, and in your mind, you create a full blueprint of everything. But in completing it, delays keep happening, and slowly your motivation also decreases towards that goal. And sometimes you feel everything is possible, but at other times you doubt yourself that will I really be able to do that. Now let's understand this more deeply. This placement is connected with the Manipura chakra, and in the scriptures it is called the radiant navel, the center of inner strength and action. So when your light gets stuck here, a person either becomes very overconfident, which separates him from reality, or he or she becomes so fearful that he or she cannot trust their selves at all. From here begins the blockage in the life. Neither desires get fulfilled nor the mind finds that level of satisfaction. And our Veda says the fire situated in the navel decides the direction of the life. When this fire, the Manipura chakra, is balanced, a person can illuminate every action of his life. And that is also applicable to you. Moving ahead to fourth house. When the Sun is placed in the fourth house, here you do not fully get the real happiness of home. The house may be there, your own house will be there, but that peace of heart, that true feeling of belonging always feels missing. Your childhood often passes with emotional tension. Either there are conflicts between parents or the home environment creates a sense of emptiness in the child's heart. Later in life, no matter how much you try, you cannot find that true corner of your own. That mental space where you feel completely secure, that is lost somewhere. Even in relationships, if we talk about, there is a sense of distance, and emotional security never feels complete, as if the hurt always remains unfulfilled. Now, understand this spiritually. This placement is connected with Anahat Chakra, which the scriptures call the lotus of the heart. When the light of the sun gets blocked here, you cannot feel inner closure. The relationships that broke, the words that were left unsaid, they stay stuck in the heart only. You love, but somewhere inside you still feel incomplete, as if something is always missing in the heart. But when this chakra is balanced, only then you can truly love yourself and others. The Devi Bhagavatam calls this place of Tripura Sundari. When this center is weak, your life lacks belonging, security, and emotional depth. Let's move ahead to fifth house. Your sun is placed in the fifth house. Then here, your biggest challenge is expressing yourself in the right way. Either you speak too much, which irritates others, and it doesn't matter, but still, or you stay silent at times when you should speak. Any of this can happen. With children, your expectations are often so high that they can make the relationship feel like a burden for your children's too or and for you too. Inside you have a deep thoughts and a lot of ideas. But when it comes to expressing them, your voice gets stuck some on the other ways. And many times you are full of creativity and imaginations. Imaginative ideas keeps coming in your mind, but you cannot gather the strength to show it outside. And slowly this makes you start questioning yourself from within. Now understand this spiritually. This placement is connected with the Vishuddha chakra, which is the chakra gate of the sky element. When the light gets stuck or blocked here, the person becomes afraid of speaking. They feel my words have no value or people will not understand me. This is what you feel in this condition. Because of this, even your hidden talent gets suppressed. Until this chakra awakens, you cannot bring your true skills in front of the world. Remember this. The scripture says, when the speech has truth, love, and discipline, that itself is the highest penance. This means when the Vishuddha chakra is balanced alone, your voice gains such power that it directly touches the heart of others. Now your sun is placed in the sixth house. Life feels like a constant battle here. Wherever you go, you always find someone opposing you, maybe in the office, at home, or in your workplace. There's always someone who tries to put down your efforts again and again, or backbench you. And frustration builds up in your mind very quickly. Even small things make you irritated at sometimes. And due to health problems, many times, digestion issues or overwork, you feel like running away from everything, as if you are tired. but cannot show your tiredness. And slowly it becomes a habit to keep tolerating everything silently without saying a word. Now, understand this spiritually. This placement is connected with the Manipura chakra, which is the center of our action and our inner strength. When this chakra is blocked in this placement, you feel struggle in every task you do or perform in the life. The things that others get easily, you have to work very hard for. Every victory feels like a battle, and this continuous struggle slowly becomes heavy on the mind. Our scriptures clearly says that the enemy does not rise from inside but from within, from the inner strength. This means until this chakra awakens, a person keeps fighting with his own energy and gets exhausted in that very battle. You have to awaken that, but still, you keep fighting with your own energy, and obviously, you get exhausted with that. Now, let's come to the seventh house. Your sun is placed in the seventh house. Then, your biggest struggle is proving yourself in relationships. Whether it is a marriage or whether it is a partnership in business or anything, your mind always gets stuck on one thought, that does my partner accept me as I truly am? And many times issues of dominance appear. Either the other person becomes too controlling or you yourself want to control everything all around. This creates emotional distance between you two. And inside, you feel very tired, always managing yourself, always suppressing your feelings, and sometimes you also fear that after marriage, your own identity might get lost. Now, let's see the chakra connection here. This sun is linked with the Anahat chakra, the center of the heart. When the light gets blocked here, love is present in the heart, but either you cannot express it, or when you do, the other person fails to understand it or denies it. Because of this misunderstanding, your relationships start feeling like a burden. People then swing to extremes, either becoming too emotional or completely disconnected. Until that ego or the hatred are completely removed from your heart, true love cannot exist. This is what our scripture says. This means when this chakra is balanced, a person neither loses themselves in the relationship nor becomes distant from the other. So, if you activated that chakra, or anyhow, if you got connected with this Anahat chakra, obviously, your both the sides, both the relationships in both the people will be balanced. If your sun is in the 8th house, let's talk about this. When the sun is here, many things in life change suddenly without explanation. You usually do not express much, but inside, a lot is happening. What is happening? The pain, the fear, and a strange emptiness. Sometimes someone close goes away very suddenly or maybe accidentally, and sometimes the whole direction of life changes without any reason. The biggest struggle here is the control. We have seen in many people with this placement that the biggest struggle they have been facing so far is with the control. Your mind always wants to keep everything in your hands. But deep inside, there's also a fear that what if everything is lost in one moment? This fear and restlessness shake you from within every time. Now, understand this from its root. This placement is connected with the Mooladhara chakra, which is the foundation of your life, the root of your life. But when the sun sits here, this chakra does awaken, yet often through trauma or deep shock. Understand this thing. A person becomes insecure from inside, or maybe finds it hard to trust anybody, and feels as if the ground beneath their feet has slipped away. That is why such people often feel drawn towards spirituality, or even the occult path can also be considered, because they sense that there is someone or there is some hidden depth that the outer world cannot understand in you. The scripture says, when the sun is in the 8th house, life itself becomes a mystery. And the search for that mystery makes such people different from others. You becomes deeply intense from within. If your sun is in the 9th house, on the outside, you look very sharp and intelligent. But inside, you are often confused that which path should I take. In life, many paths appear before you, but the clarity of which one is the right does not come easily in your way. Many times, the influence of the father or a teacher or a mentor like figure is so strong that you do not gather the courage to think or do so. And sometimes tension with such figures also remains, which keeps breaking you from within. The biggest regret comes when you have a lot of knowledge but no clear direction. If you have a deep knowledge about something but no clear direction, then what is the use of that? Now, understand this from a higher perspective. This sun is connected with the Ajna Chakra, also known in the scriptures as the gate of divine vision or the knowledge chakra. When the light gets blocked here, you cannot understand which way to walk or whom to listen to. The mind, the society, or the mentor, or your father. The connection with the intuition, the inner voice of the soul starts to break. And even after knowing and understanding many things, you feel directionless. The scripture says, vision becomes divine only when ego is zero. This means until that ego, that comparison and confusion are removed, totally removed from your nature, knowledge itself becomes a burden instead of blessing. Now, if your sun is in the 10th house, then understand this. When the sun is here, your whole life revolves around one thing: work and recognition. That's it. You put your heart and soul into your work, but either you do not get that platform where you can show your leadership skills, or even when you do, inner peace still does not come. It always feels like people are listening to you, but no one is truly understanding you or truly understanding the message you are giving to the receivers. And for you, office, profession, or maybe sometimes society itself becomes the real battlefield where you have to prove yourself every single day. And this is the constant struggle. This is the constant frustration, and it slowly starts in settling within you. Now, the deeper reason here, this placement is connected with the Vishuddha chakra, which is the center of expression and the power of truth in speech. So when the light of sun gets blocked here, a person has a lot to say. You have a lot to say, but you cannot express it properly. Or even if you do that, people do not take it seriously. and slowly a strange silence builds inside. Means you are speaking something for their use, bl- for their blessings, but still they are not understanding it. The Puranas, the scripture says, speech, the speech that resides in the Vishuddha Chakra is the true gate of Narayan. This means when this chakra is balanced, you not only speak, but the world also truly listens to you and understands you. And when this gets awakened, or if it gets truly connected with yourself, then obviously the true gate of Narayan from getting into them also opens. Now, if your sun is in the 11th house, then when it is placed here, your biggest identity comes from your friends, from your dreams, and from your social circle. The respect and the success you get are connected to people and to your desires. But this is also where you face the most pain, because when a friend leaves you or a dream remains incomplete, you break down from inside. For you, hope means everything. And when that very hope fails, the heart gets very much hot quickly. You build your circle, but maintaining that circle becomes an emotional struggle for you, which is the integral part of your life. Now, understand this deeply. This placement is connected with Swadhisthana Chakra, which is the which scriptures call the center of desires and emotions. When the light of sun gets blocked here, you start searching for yourself in every desire. Each new dream gives excitement to you, but every unfulfilled dream leaves deep pain. And when this chakra is not balanced enough, you remain trapped in your emotional ups and downs. Sometimes in the hope of joy, sometimes in the search of belongings. So for this, our Vedic scripture says, desire becomes pure only when one conquers the self. This means until you gain control over your inner expectations, no one desire in the outer world will ever feel complete. Moving ahead to the last house of the horoscope, which is the 12th house. Sun is placed in this house. Then understand this very deeply. When the sun is here, you your struggle, your biggest battle is with yourself only. Even in a crowd, you feel lonely, as if something inside keeps asking that who am I or why am I here? This is what your mind keeps running in. And in your life, there often comes a time when you feel like you have lost your identity. Sleep does not feel complete, the mind feels tired, and the heart feels separate again and again, as if the soul is searching for an answer but not finding it. Means, basically, from this we can conclude that you are alone, and no one is able to tell you that who are you or what is your identity for which you are searching of. And this inner conflict itself becomes the greatest spiritual journey for you. Exactly. It is a greatest spiritual journey. Now understand this on the level of soul. This placement here, sun is placed in the 12th house, then this is connected with the Sahasrara Chakra, which is the doorway to connect with the divine. And this is the most last step of the activation of 7 chakras. Means where you, if you activated this chakra, means you will get connected in a moment, you will get connected to the supreme god. And when the light gets stuck here, the person starts wandering both in the outer world and within yourselves too. You cannot clearly understand why you have come into this life, or what is your purpose, and what is your true role in this life? What is your purpose? This is the main question. But this placement can also open a very deep door, which is towards self realization and liberation. Why? Because our Veda says one who awakens the Sahasrar chakra, from them even liberation becomes a prayer. Which means when this chakra awakens, the person does not just connect with the world, you connect with your own true self, and along with your true self, you connect with the Supreme God, with the divine power which is being placed in the universe, in our galaxy. So now, this was all about sun in all the 12 houses and how 7 chakras are blocking and are connected to that placement. So, when you have understood in which chakra your light is stuck, also understand this. The real work starts now for you, because here in this video we discussed astrologically. And what is astrology? Here, astrology does not only mean knowing the position of planets, or you saw the zodiacs and saw a prediction for that, that's enough. You saw a prediction for your each placement of your each planet, then that's it, that's fair enough. But no, you will not get your full answers from that only. You have to go deep inside, you have to search for that. If suppose your sun is placed in, so let's say, ninth house, in ninth house it can also give you a very good fortune. But if it is aspected with the planets like Saturn, Rahu and Ketu, then how will they be able to, or how your sun will be able to give you that fortune which you deserve to? Means they are the becoming that path where your fortune is getting blocked. And let's say if your sun is not placed in a very good, or in a malefic nakshatra, in a malefic constellation, then that can also affect very badly to this placement, whether it is on in a ninth house, or in a malefic house, or in a positive house, benefic house. That doesn't matter. But if the deep inside we go, if those placements, those deep points are not very much clear, then how will you be able to get such benefic results which you deserve? So, for that only astrology is made. It means realizing where your soul has stopped and in which direction it should flow. So, when the sun sits in any of these houses, it gives a sign through the chakras. It does not come to scare us, obviously not. I understand that it is a anger planet, which is always in angry mode, or we can say it is a very cruel planet. It is considered that cruel planet, but it does not come to scare us in any way. It comes to awaken us. If you have heard this, that we also consider sun as the one of the part of Lord Narayana. And Lord Narayana is who I think you must be knowing, all of you must be knowing about them. So, considering that, if suppose your sun is placed in a good position after seeing all the aspects of the planets, in which nakshatra it is placed and in which sign it is placed, then if it is concluding as a good position overall, then I must say that the blessings of Lord Narayana are always with you. So these were some few deep points which I think are already hidden in us Vedic scriptural books. But my initiative is to activate them and is to come up with them so that you people can improve your life with that. Just sticking to the remedies which are already very much common and very much available on the entire YouTube are just not enough. You have to do action, you have to do karma to make the planet to give you benefic results. So this was all about today's video. If you felt that something in this video showed you the right direction, then don't just stop here. Like it, share it, and subscribe too. Because when you do this, you spread a light that can also open someone else's blocked chakra, and that will also count in your karmas, in your benefic karmas, positive karmas. So my prayer to God is, my prayer to Lord Narayana is, may your light always flow without stopping, without blocking, and without fear. So stay blessed, stay happy, and Namo Narayan.